just about set for football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And, Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Throwing to open it up is Darnold. That one incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
You work all week on this opening script, and the entire idea, Mike, is to get off to a good start, establish some rhythm, both run and pass, and settle everybody in. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that opening script plan has not gone according to plan.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks. Allow your team to get settled in. Don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Xavier Smith deep to return. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Parkinson in motion. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll find his tight end. It's Kobe Parkinson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage That's it.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
First down, Stafford. Open man, that's Adams.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down. Play action now for Stafford. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Parkinson in motion. To the air again. Stafford. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
This one complete to Atwell. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. 2 more yards. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Rams first down.
First down, Rams.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Man in motion is Smith. Now it's Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That is caught to the goal line and in. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, L.A.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
A try here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Seahawks, nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll work this down inside the 35. That is Quentin Lake there to make the play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. Able to convert the 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Darnold to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He'll rotate Cup. That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now Darnold. He pulls it in around the 5. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. George Holani. Touchdown, Seattle.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. We'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
It's a gain of 20.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
A first down throw for Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing again is Stafford. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Seahawks will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. quick. It's Cup on the RPO. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Seattle.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Darnold again. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Darnold to the air once more. There's a short one taken in by Barner.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
To throw again is Darnold. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Darnold. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Here's Darnold. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. A.J. Barner. Touchdown, Seahawks. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Rams 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense going to take over just before the half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with the W. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Quick throw on a slant, taken in by Smith.
Complete to number 19. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll look middle and get this one to Parkinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
First down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
So they're playing cover 2 man, Mike, so every underneath defender has to play inside leverage technique. That's the way they teach you. Play trail, be under the receiver, forced that ball to be thrown deep up over your head. But his ball placement was on point, and that defender is just unable to make the play.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Play action now for Stafford. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
To the air again, Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's second and 3. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
This is such a challenging route for any defender to guard, Mike, and here's why. It's really a 3-way go. I can either run into the flat, I can either sit and stop and just find open space, or in this case, the defender overcommits. I could break back.
That one, take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown, LA.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He's got it, and the Rams will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
For a Seahawks first down.
The ability to be
46
effective on
yard line.
first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd down and 8. On the ground is Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll motion a tight end right. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on 4th down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
A 49-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Rams offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On play action, it's Stafford. That's called in on the left by Nakua. And they'll be set up now. Up past past the 40 with that
15
one.
yards on the play.
Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing again is Stafford. That one brought in by Nakua. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First down, Rams.
Stafford to throw again. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Rams. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Point after, coming up here.
For the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Rams move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. The run up the middle. It's Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here comes Smith on the return. He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, L.A.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock.
They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Rams 1st down.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still 1st down.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
And 9 on the Seahawks 14-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, L.A. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Seahawks 17.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's complete. It's JSN. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
8 yards.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they come up for 2nd and 2. Walker. He's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Seattle.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll step up and run.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. The final minute, 1st and 10. Out wide, it's a screen to cut. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So, certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.